Picture this scene. A girl requests an Uber ride from her apartment to her university campus in London, Ontario, Canada. She gets in. The driver is a middle-aged Caucasian male, and just as all Uber drivers do when they first meet their customer, he asks, "So where are you from?" The girl gets this question a lot. "It's complicated," she says. "It's a 7-minute ride. There's enough time to answer, but it's the story behind the answer that would take time." How can she explain over 70 years of occupation in 7 minutes? Should I tell him I'm Palestinian? Would he know our side of the story? Should I just get it over with and tell him I'm Canadian? Or do I say I was born and raised in Qatar? She thought. I bet a lot of you have this conversation in your head when someone asks you this question. "I'm Palestinian." The man replies, "Oh, but your English is so good." As if most of us haven't heard this before. "Well, yeah, I'm also a Canadian citizen," she says. It's the same answer every time, always starting with Palestinian. She's in Canada, she was raised in Qatar, she's never even seen Palestine, but still, every time they ask, it's always the same answer, identifying herself first as Palestinian. It's a complicated answer, it takes time. Sometimes it's so early in the morning she's not even bothered to go through the effort, but every single time she does. "I'm Palestinian." Why? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that girl is me, and this is literally the story of my life. Every single time I got asked the famous, "Where are you from?" question, I would say, "I'm Palestinian." And here's my why. One, if they didn't know what Palestine was or only knew it as Israel, this little scenario would start a conversation and teach them the truth. Two, if they didn't know much about the situation in Palestine, except that there's some sort of situation in Palestine, then I would teach them more. And three, on the very rare occasion that they turn out to be Israeli, hopefully it makes them angry. But in all seriousness, it reminds them that there is a nation and a people that exist that have been hurt, killed, or kicked out of their homes that never, ever, ever forgot where they came from. It reminds them that our parents continue to pass down the history, culture, and knowledge that they tried to steal away from us, and that we will continue to pass those things down to our kids until our homeland is ours again. It is an honor to share my journey to Palestine with you through my documentary, Tourists in Our Homeland. I named it that because that's what it truly felt like being there. Like we're tourists. It consists of 5 short episodes. Basically, it includes a brief history of the occupation from the Palestinian perspective, a little bit of information about the current travel status of different types of Palestinians around the world, and some family history. After that, of course, the main part of the documentary is what I observed and experienced on my trip to Palestine for the very first time in my life. There's a very famous quote that Nelson Mandela once said, "We know too well that our freedom is incomplete without the freedom of Palestinians." And he couldn't be more right. So following my trip to Palestine, I had to combine my patriotism with my passion for storytelling and document everything that I saw with my family. That's why I'm here today. I wanted to expose the truth that the media tries so hard to bury so that we may all be free one day. And I always say, the Palestinian cause isn't for Palestinians only, it's for everyone. We're all one community, part of humanity, and we need to fight this fight together. Therefore, I'm hoping that if you don't know much about the situation in Palestine, after the next half an hour, you can learn enough to consider it your fight for truth as well. Welcome everyone on this journey to my homeland, Palestine. I hope you enjoy. Finish, Zaswan!